Okay, so apparently we have the dress. Hi, I'm Song to be Eretz, and welcome to my channel where I talk about whatever's on my mind. And what's been on my mind lately has, of course, been the leaks from the Tangled set over in, is it Girona, Spain? If I'm wrong, I'm going to feel very bad about that. But I think it might be Girona, Spain, something like that. It's in Spain. That's the point. And I know I just did a video about this a couple days ago, but but almost as soon as I did, we started getting close-up pictures of the dress. And yesterday we got a full length a full view of the dress. So this is it. This is Rapunzel's. I suspect we're gonna see at least one more dress in this movie, if not two or three, if Disney knows what they're doing. But I suspect we will see at least one more dress. But this is the main dress. I think I like it. Now, I think I like it. Emphasis on think. 'Cause here's the thing. I stand by what I have said before, that what I want from the live action remakes is for them to actually justify their existence. And just today on Twitter, I saw someone say that they didn't understand why the live action Cinderella is always used to attack the other live action princess movies when it's like the least faithful and it looks nothing like the original. For me, at least for me, that's the point. That is exactly why I love the live action Cinderella, is because while it feels faithful to the original and the spirit of the animated version, it's something completely new. I don't sit there going, why are you just doing the exact same thing, except now it's not animated, or at least now most of it is just CGI with someone on a green screen. The less green screen you give me, the better, which is part of why seeing these sets is so cool. I know there's going to be green screen, I know there's going to be CGI, but the point is, if you're going to do a live action remake, most of it should be live action, in my opinion. Otherwise, you really are just doing what someone else did, cheaper and worse. We're going to ignore the sounds from outside because it is summer and everyone is doing something apparently, and I'm in my room obsessing over a dress for a live action Disney princess. Okay, we're just gonna run with it. This is my life. All of this to say, I want them to do something different. This is something that frustrated me so much with so many of the remakes, quite frankly. And I know all of them have tried to do something different. It just never felt like they did anything worthwhile. I saw the live action Cinderella. I saw the live action Aladdin. I saw the live action Beauty and the Beast. Still have not forgiven that dress. It just, the changes they make don't feel like they're enough. And even the changes they do tend to make, I'm left scratching my head going, why did you do that? Or even like Snow White. I see what they were trying to do, but it just doesn't make sense when I actually try to poke it with a stick. It just completely falls apart. I'm not here to talk about those movies, but my point is, sorry, I realize I'm talking a bit fast. My point is, I have no idea what that is. Okay. My point is, I want the live action to do something different, and I want them to actually just start from scratch. Don't go, oh, we're gonna copy these scenes and insert these things. Now, we already know just from what we've seen behind the scenes, we're gonna see a lot of the same stuff that we saw in Tangled. A lot of it is going to be the same, if not similar. That's not my preferred choice. But I swear, I'm getting to the dress. I promise. The first thing I like about this is that it is different. Now, a few people have said that they don't like that it's so dark and that it's not the same light purple that Rapunzel wears. And I'm a bit conflicted on that because, on one hand, I see the point. On the other hand, I have been sitting here as a Disney princess loving, dark color wearing girl, feeling a bit left out. That, you know, the characters in Disney movies who are always wearing the dark jewel tones are the villains. I love the color of Gothel's dress. Hate Gothel, but love the color of her dress. And so I've been sitting here feeling a little left out, and maybe even feeling a little villainized. And so there is the part of me that sees the darker dress, and part of me is like, this is kind of what I've been asking for. It's darker colors. Even the spider web kind of design on the sleeves. I'm like, it has a vibe. And like, is it necessarily the vibe I would give Rapunzel to begin with? Maybe not. But like, if you do something different with it, great. And then we have the dress itself, which is similar to the original. It has kind of the same silhouette. It has the puff sleeves. But it's very different. And I'm like, you know what? I think I like this enough to give it a chance, if that makes sense. Okay, no. You know what? I sat down to edit this video, and I realized I was so distracted by the dress, because ultimately that's what I care about. The I got a little distracted, and I was so focused on trying to get this video done quickly that I forgot to talk about the okay, look at this picture. The dress, I like the dress. I'm fine with the dress. I've come around. I already did a whole video about the dress. This I'm adding in because you know what I don't like about this picture? Look at Flynn's outfit. What is this? And I completely forgot that like this was the first costume we got like a week and a half ago when the pictures first started coming out. So like I'm kind of desensitized to this at this point, but then I was looking at it while I was editing this video and I was hit again just how much I hate Flynn's outfit. I hate this so much. Like, where to quote someone else on Twitter, where is his snatched waist? Because like this is what Flynn looks like in the original movie. Everything is fitted. It's sexy. It's sleek. It looks good. So what is this? My first tweet in response to this was, has Hollywood just forgotten how to tailor costumes? Has Hollywood forgotten how to make a flattering fit on men? Because what is this? My whole thing with characters being attractive and flattering outfits is I am equal opportunity. I love seeing women in pretty dresses, and I love seeing men in a well-tailored, well-fitted outfit that is flattering and snatched and looks good. I play Love in Deep Space. My standards have been elevated in the past year or so. Also, like, okay, here's the other thing, is it's like, when I draw men in my fantasy romance series that I'm working on, Flynn's outfit is kind of the basis of what I use for the male costume design. Like, I reference other Disney princesses as well. Like, these are the male character outfits I draw. Thank you, Hammond. Thank you, Richard. Thank you for being here today. But what is this? This looks so bad, and especially now that I see her dress, and I've come around to the dress, and I like the dress, it just drives home how much I don't like his outfit. And I don't care that he's a thief and he's poor. This is a fairy tale. This is a fantasy. He should look good. Especially since one of the best things about Tangled's development, and the reason the characterization in the original movie is so good is because the writers talked about how, like, they would develop Rapunzel and then they'd realize that for Flynn to match her as a character, they had to give him more development. And then his development would exceed Rapunzel's and they'd have to level her up, and they had to keep doing this so that these characters would still be equal in the storytelling. This costume design, and I know I'm jumping from storytelling to costume design, but I am very passionate about both these things. This costume design is so unequal, and again, I hate it so much. I like her dress. I won't quite say I love it, but I like her dress, but I hate his outfit with a passion. Okay, now we're gonna get back to the rest of the video. But all in all, yeah, I think I like this. I'm still keeping it kind of at arm's length just because of my feelings on the live action movies in general. But I will admit, I think I like it. At the very least, it's grown on me. And once I saw the full length of it, I'm like, no, I'm on board with this. And like I am willing to give this movie a chance. And I gave the live action How to Train Your Dragon a chance. There we go, I slipped in a reference. I'll give the live action Tangled a chance. And of course, I'll wait and see what the trailers are like, and who knows, they might include some stupid new subplot like Belle trying to find out what happened to her mother, or oh god, what was the other one? The whole Snow White political plot that made absolutely no sense, in my opinion. They might add something like that. We've already seen that we're going to see more of the King and Queen. Fine with that. I'm all for them adding more stuff. I'm all for them doing something to make it interesting and to make it new. I don't know what to expect from the movie itself, but I think I like this dress. The more I think about it, the more I'm coming to, I like this dress. And again, I like it enough to give it a chance. Really quick, before I go, I will say we got our first peek at Catherine Hahn, and I gotta say, I'm down with the finger waves. I really like the finger waves, not quite what I was expecting. It took me by surprise at first, but I like the finger waves. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what her outfit is gonna look like. I have a feeling the filming in public is going to end in the next week or so, and we probably won't get as many leaked photos once they go to filming the towers scene and the scenes in the woods and stuff like that. So we probably won't get much more after after like this week or next week or whatever. I like the dress. I'm down with Gothel's finger waves. And I'm very curious to see what this movie decides to do. And obviously, if they mess it up, I will say so. But for now... Oh, before I go. So, someone commented on my last video saying that purple is incredibly hard to film and hard to capture on film. So it may be that the blue and gold banners that we've seen on the sets, they might make them purple through CGI afterwards. That is certainly possible. They also pointed out that the blue and gold is originally from the Tangled concepts when they were first starting the movie. Maybe it's a reference to that. At the same time, I think the animators made a decision when they didn't go with the blue and gold and they chose to go with the purple and gold, and I feel like there is a reason they did that in terms of storytelling and color theory and all that, but I will wait and see what the movie does, and like I said, cautiously optimistic. Okay, that's all I have to say. Until next time, guys, stay safe, take care, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye!